Magicians, this is Neo Sailor Mars, and we are playing Akash Path of the 5, and I know the game's a little loud, in case it started. Alright, so we're playing Akash now that I've fixed the volume, because no reason in particular. It's not like there's anyone I know who's in this game, not like any voice actors I know are in this game. Okay, maybe it's that, but let's just start. Alright, as per usual. Oh, I completely forgot you could name your character in this. So let's go ahead and name her Sarah, because that's what I do for every game. Oh no. Alright, and we are going to confirm. Oh god, it's kind of... Oh, this is pretty. But it's kind of stalling a little. I'm sorry about that.
Why? Are you trying to make me jealous?
Yeah.
Don't bring me into your idiotic conversations.
As I've said, no bias!
Anytime.
No bias whatsoever!
Nothing more than a bunch of overgrown children. Shameful.
Is this your way of making me say you're as beautiful as a flower?
Zero bias whatsoever!
You make me feel like I can do anything.
Wouldn't you do anything you could to stop your people from dying out?
I really hope YouTube doesn't age restrict this, but based on what they've been doing before, I bet you they will! Thank you! I'll be here all week! I know I don't really play visual novel games, but what we're gonna do is I'm gonna cut this into like a little highlight video. So like I'm not gonna show my whole playthrough, and there are gonna be multiple playthroughs of this, cause again, I'm not biased whatsoever! It's gonna be like a little highlight video, if that makes sense. Alright, so Papa. Sarah!
Wake up.
Oh, okay, he says it. Is that my father? What time is it? And... Okay, so... Morgan Berry voices, Aurora, or Sarah in this case. I'm not gonna, you know, I'm gonna read it as
Do
me.
I have to sing the wake-up song? You're getting a bit too old for this. It's Mr. Sun. Can you come out and play?
Wait a minute, hold on a minute. Call me crazy, but is this everyone's dad? AKA John Swayze. Because that would just... I don't know, it would be great. I sit upright in my bed immediately, willing myself awake out of sheer embarrassment.
Papa, I'm 20 years old. You don't have to sing me awake anymore.
My father is sitting in a chair next to my bed, still in the middle of an old childhood song. He stops when he sees me sitting up and gives me a wink.
Oh, I get it. You don't want any of your classmates to hear and get jealous. Not everyone gets such a marvelous musical start to their day.
I can't help but smile. My father communicates primarily in corny jokes.
It's hard enough keeping the peace with those guys. I don't need to give them anything else to argue about. What are you doing here this early, though?
My father lives a few days away in our home village, Akash. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I usually only see him a few times a year. His job keeps him busy, and it's not the easiest journey for an elemental of his age. He's been in town visiting for a few days now.
What? Isn't it enough to want to see my precious daughter?
It's always enough, Papa. But that could have waited until after school.
He suddenly looks away embarrassed. He begins to fidget nervously with the tip of his beard.
Well, you're getting to a special time in your life. You know, there's going to be some changes.
Changes! Oh my god, I'm sorry, I promise. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I remember. That was an awkward day.
Well, it's your time now. They'll talk to you about that today, I imagine. Things are going to be different for you from now on.
He looks a bit sad.
You know you're the most precious thing in the world to me, and I trust you to take care of yourself. But men are going to be looking at you differently now. Even your classmates. Well, especially your classmates. A female elemental is an exceedingly rare thing. The last time this village even had a female elemental come of age was over 200 years ago. And you know the child of a male and female elemental is a pureblood. Many of our people have killed for that sort of power.
I reach out for my papa's hand and give it a reassuring squeeze.
I know, Papa. You kept me enrolled here in the academy even after I went through the change because you trusted them to keep me safe and teach me to protect myself.
You're right, you're right. I'm so proud of the woman you've become. Speaking of which, I'll be back in 2 weeks to see your coming-of-age ceremony. Have you given any thought to what element you'd like to choose yet?
I've tried, but I don't know, Papa. They all have their own advantages.
Okay, so... Hold on, I'll talk about that later. Papa sits back in his chair and calls forth a small orb of water. It floats just above his hand, glittering in the early morning sunlight.
You could always give the old family element a try. What are you waiting for?
I groan and cover my face. Okay, that's exactly what I did too. I groan and cover my face with the blanket. Well, I didn't cover it with my blanket. I covered it with my hands, but whatever.
That's it. I quit. I'm going back to sleep.
That's probably what I would do too. Papa laughs and tousles my hair.
Too early in the morning to laugh that hard, eh? You know I'll be happy as long as you're happy. But water wouldn't hurt.
Bends over and kisses my forehead.
Take care of yourself, sweet girl. I'll be seeing you again before you know it.
Thanks for everything, Papa. See you soon.
I roll over to see if I can get another hour of sleep before class, but it's too late. I'm wide awake. I get out of bed and get dressed. Whatever, I can't waste time worrying about things I don't understand. I'm sure they'll explain it in class today. Maybe it'll be less awkward now that the boys are more mature. Ugh, who am I kidding? It's going to be terrible! I fix my hair in the mirror and gather up my school things. Let's just get this over with. I can't read what that says. I can't read cursive. I'm sorry, guys. Akash Academy. Elementals from all over the land send their children here. Every year, only 6 students are accepted in the incoming class. The facility does its best to make sure each element is represented, but it's not always possible with the pool of applicants. We were lucky enough to have one of every element in our class, plus me. I was born a water elemental, but after I went through the change, I lost that part of my identity.
Good morning.
Good morning, Sarah. Lux! Oh my god. Lux's voice actor voices one of my husbandos, Bruno Bucciarati, and sad music started playing in my head. I'm not gonna say, because that's a spoiler for part 5 of Golden Wind! You know the scene if you've seen it! Lux, we've been friends since the first day of school. He's the only one that didn't treat me differently after the change. He's a light elemental, also voiced by Ray Chase.
Morning, Lux.
I take a seat next to him. He gives me the usual sweet smile.
You look really nice today. Did you do something different with your hair?
Oh, but I'm wearing my hero hat.
Aw, thanks. Just the usual.
There's definitely something different today.
Surely you can't be so naive, Lux.
Lux frowned, but it isn't quite sure how to respond. Rocco slings his arm around the back of his chair and gives me the most winning smile. His most winning smile.
Darling, you're looking even more scrumptious than usual today.
Pepper spray.
Scrumptious? Do you even hear yourself sometimes? Who says scrumptious?
No bias! Rowan is Rocco's best friend and an Earth Elemental. He's not a very serious student, but he's a skilled fighter. He's a nice guy, but he's always hanging out with Rocco, so we don't spend much time together. Chris Mother Bleeping Patton. I don't know why I said it like that, but just this is Chris Patton, who I don't know. I can't talk. Just it's Chris Patton. Rocco turns back to look at Rowan with a look of mock disdain.
Don't bring me into your idiotic conversations. And I'm not going to tell you again. Stop calling me Iggy.
Hold on, I'll get into that in a second, but I'm happy for this one too. Ignatius, he is a fire elemental. He prefers to keep to himself, but Rocco and Rowan are always teasing him. We used to get along alright before I went through the change, but nowadays I feel like he can't quite look me in the eye. Brandon McInnes, who I just met at MatsuriCon like 2.5 weeks ago. Again, there's no bias on this stream. Or not stream. Wow! I've been watching so many Twitch streams, I say stream instead of playthrough. Wow! Good job, Sarah. Or Mars, I don't know. Ignatius pulls his chair away from Rocco and throws his elbow out over the desk as if to keep Rocco at bay, glaring pointingly at his notes. Rowan holds his hand out and calls forth the tiniest flower. He leans over Rocco and holds it out to Ignatius.
Hey now, Rocco, that wasn't cool. Don't be upset. Please accept this as a peace offering, Natty.
The sass! The sass! I am here for it! I am here for it! Ignatius lifts his hand and burns the flower Rowan is holding without even looking up from his notes. Rowan jerks his hand back and drops the former flower embers with a yelp. Clutching his hand and the parchment in front of him begins to smoke. I'm here for the sass! I'm here for the sass from both of these two. I'm here for it. Why do I keep saying that? I don't know what's going on. What am I doing with my life?
Ouch! Come on, man, I need those fingers.
Rowan, your parchment.
Ignatius glowers at Caspian for a moment, then returns to poring over his notes. Caspian turns his intimidating gaze towards Rowan and Rocco.
And you two. Antagonize Ignatius on your own time. Some of us are here to learn.
He sits down in the seat closest to the door. Rowan grimaces at the wet pile of ashes where his parchment used to be. Rocco slaps him on the back and laughs.
Cheer up, Rowan. It's not like those notes were going to be of any use anyway. Maybe Iggy will let you borrow his.
Elder Glenn usually teaches us elemental history. He's a kind old man, though his lectures tend to be a bit dry.
Good morning, class. Good morning, Elder Glenn.
Sounds like my class in high school. I can feel my cheeks burning. I wonder what the boys think of this. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. Okay. So I think this is where we start picking who. You know, we're gonna leave it off here. So, I hope all of you enjoyed this as much as I did. I think I'm gonna do more of this, because I'm just having fun with this totally unbiased video. That's like the 4th time I've said that, I'm sorry. Unbiased video. It's not like I've met Ignatius, Rowan, and Lux's voice actor multiple times. No! 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 No bias! Oh, God. Anyway, so I hope you enjoyed this. Make sure to like this video if you enjoyed. Hit that subscribe button if you want to be notified when this madness continues. Remember to be strong, be confident, and be brave, and I'll see you guys next time.